Strus, Max, three, got it! Mitchell spins, shoots, banks it in! That may be the dagger!
Surprise Mobley!
Perfect pass.
Oh my! Showtime here in downtown Cleveland!
Donovan, it took everything for you guys to pull this out in overtime. Your first road playoff win. How'd you guys do it?
We just pulled together. We just found a way. Everybody contributed. James, Evan, Max was huge, phenomenal. J.A. And I finally woke up a little bit in the fourth on the overtime, but like I said, and I've been saying this all along, it's a deep team. It's going to be everybody every single night. It's not going to be one person. And I think tonight was a perfect example of that on both ends. And, we're not done. We haven't accomplished anything. We just went on the road. Now we got to go home and finish this one off.
I've got to address what's going on in the background.
Yeah.
We've got all these Cleveland fans.
Listen, Cavs fans, y'all look something different, man. Like, this right here on the road, big key to our success, man. I know whenever we go home, whatever day that is, it's going to be rocking. This is a special city, special team. But we haven't done anything yet. Let's all calm down. We got to win one at the crib and finish it off.
What'd you say to Max Strus before this game? Because in overtime, what he did, whether it was steals, rebounds, doing all the little things.
I told him, I said, it's a big Max Strus game. You know what I'm saying? And it doesn't mean, he had 20 points, which is great, but, that's a key steal. He's had one. He's had a 8-second. He's had a steal in the fourth. He's had big moments, and he's phenomenal, man. But I'm really happy for him to get see the shots go down because he was doing everything else throughout the whole series, and that was big for us.
You're joking that you kind of woke up there in the fourth quarter, but what does it say about the team that you guys have that didn't matter, that everybody else could carry that?
And at the end of the day, I'm not stressing. My biggest thing is how can I impact the game on the other side of the floor, communication, and sometimes the gravity of just standing over there and letting guys work, that's big. So for me, I don't really care what happens as long as we win the game, and I think tonight was a perfect example about everybody doing a great job collectively.
All right, so you head home 3-2 with a chance to send Detroit back home. What's the confidence of this group right now?
We're playing really well, but this game was tough. Friday's going to be even tougher, right? So we just got to stay locked in. We haven't accomplished anything yet. I know we're all excited, whatever, but we haven't done anything. They're going to come out aggressive. We got to come out and protect home court like we have all playoffs.
Appreciate you.
Thank you.
We had them all the way. The Cavs win Game 5 in overtime. John and Serena here inside Little Caesars Arena. We just got done a couple of minutes ago. Serena just got off the floor with Donovan Mitchell. With you just saw the Pistons punched all night long. The Cavaliers had an answer each and every time, and they counter-punched their way to a 117-113 overtime victory.
What a game, John. On a night where it wasn't even their best basketball, and yet you had everybody step up. Strus came through not only hitting shots, but overtime with some of the biggest plays of the game. It was the steals, it was the rebounds. Evan Mobley had a stretch in the fourth quarter, also in the third, even overtime. It was just phenomenal. It was what was he not doing? And this is a game where the Cavs gave so many extra possessions to the Pistons because there was a boatload of turnovers again in the first half. The Pistons finished this game shooting 15 more shots than the Cavs. To pull this out in overtime on Detroit's home floor, the Cavs' first win on the road in over a month. Sorry, I'm fired up here if you can't tell, but that was just such a big win for the Cavs.
Strus simply brilliant. 6 big threes in this ball game. James Harden leads the way in the scoring department with 30 points. Donovan Mitchell, who didn't have his A game from the floor, comes up with 7 of his 21 in the extra session. Just a big, big win all the way around. Balanced scoring, and again, that defense stood up when it needed to do so.
That's, I think, the biggest thing, as they say, is defense travels, right? And so to have that come up clutch, the 24-second violation in overtime, it was just just an amazing game from the Cavs.
Strus all over the floor, and again, that defense was attacking more so late in the ball game and on into overtime as the Cavs pull it out. We're coming home to Cleveland with a 3-2 lead. Much more to come right after this on the road to 16. The road to 16 is fueled by True North Convenience Stores. True North and New Phoenix Energy are the perfect matchup. Right now, grab 2 Phoenix Energy drinks for just $5. True North stores and True Rewards. Fast, friendly, clean. By Sarah Auto Part, your buzzer beater for greater selection. Make your shot with 5 great brands and dozens of pre-owned vehicles. Visit SarahAutoPart.com. And by your Northern Ohio Toyota dealers. Toyota, let's go places.
I'm Donovan Mitchell.
Donovan goes to work. Whoa! He knocked down both of the Pacers. That was unbelievable. Donovan Mitchell.
And you're watching Rock Entertainment Sports Network.
The road to 16 is fueled by True North convenience stores, new Phoenix energy drinks, natural caffeine, 0 sugar, plus hydration to keep you in the game. Grab 2 Phoenix energy drinks for $5 at participating True North stores. Find a location with the True Rewards app. And Toyota, your Northern Ohio Toyota dealers. Toyota, let's go places.
John and Serena back here on the floor inside Little Caesars Arena, where the Cavaliers in Game 5 just took out the Pistons by the final of 117-113 in overtime. We mentioned on the other side of the break, the Cavs took a lot of punches, not the least of which was Cade Cunningham's 39. You knew Cade was due for a big performance in this series. He goes off tonight, and the Cavaliers still get the W.
Exactly. I think the fact the Cavs still get the W with a 39-point Cade performance, I mean, he was phenomenal out there. You got to give him his flowers. I thought that Paul Reed, once again, had a great fourth quarter. That was a guy who J.B. Bickerstaff didn't even call on until the fourth quarter, and he put up some great minutes. But at the end of the day, when you can come home with a victory on the road, when Cade played a very solid brand of basketball, I thought he got a little bit flustered there at the end, and the Cavaliers' defense was able to force some really important turnovers. But that's a big win.
Cade couldn't miss early. Paul Reed for the second straight game doesn't play until the second half, but does give the Pistons big minutes. But now it's the Pistons with their back up against the wall as we head to Cleveland. Here is Kenny Atkinson right after the game. It's our At the Mic segment, fueled by True North convenience stores.
This one,
man, we just made big plays. We're down 8, down 9. I think that stretch right there, says a lot about our progress. Mental performance progress. Mental toughness progress. Kept at it. Evan Mobley, huge plays. Max Strus, huge plays. And then, regulation didn't end great. And these guys, they never get down, right? Great demeanor, great leadership from Donovan and Evan and James.
Going back to the last series and even previous years, mental toughness has been a talking point with this team. And you just mentioned it in that first answer there. Just what does a win like this do for this team in that area?
You hope it propels us, right? You hope it galvanizes us. You hope, again, we carry it forward, right? This is, that was a battle-tested win, against a heck of a team on the road. But you hope it, I think you build mental toughness with games like this. You build, thicker skin, all that. Balls going each way, balls flying out. I mean, it was chaos out there. But our guys are seasoned. James helps. He helps a lot. He never, like I said before the game, never know if you're down 20, up 20. Just calm the whole time.
Kenny, you talked before the game and obviously in the locker room as well, just simply about needing to go and get one on the road and obviously shifting the pressure now onto Detroit. What does that do for a lineup that has won now its first road game of this postseason?
I mean, again, this will give us, just like tonight, will give us momentum going into that, going into the next game. And we got a home crowd too. It's a great opportunity for this group, right? I've been in this position before and have lost this next game, this game 6. And then that puts a lot of pressure on you in game 7, especially if you got to go on the road. And then, that obviously take energy from you if you end up advancing. So kind of a must-win game for us. in terms of if we want to, move forward.
Before tonight's game, you talked about just somebody needed to step up for you guys rotationally. Max Strus did some things. Evan Mobley did some things. James Harden did some things. Was there a play that stood out to you that was a game winner, or did you feel like
Max Strus's steal? I don't know. That just came out of nowhere. I don't know what the spread was there, but I just felt like that was like the crowd gasped. It was huge play. He made so many winning plays tonight, but that was a big one.
What do you those first two games for James here obviously didn't go well. Just what do you think is flipped for him these last few games and especially tonight?
I think we're getting the ball out of his hands a little bit, if that makes where's his, I don't know what his usage is tonight, but putting him down court a little, you don't have to bring it up every single time against Thompson, and so just trying to get him off the ball a little more. You see Evans handling more with those inverted pick and rolls, so I think that's helped him. But I don't know. He never wavered. He has a bad game, good game. You can't even tell. So I think his mentality, he's seen so much, been through so many of these series. He's a heck of a leader.
The road to 16 is fueled by True North convenience stores. New Phoenix energy drinks. Natural caffeine, zero sugar, plus hydration to keep you in the game. Grab 2 Phoenix energy drinks for $5 at participating True North stores. Find a location with the True Rewards app. And Toyota, your Northern Ohio Toyota dealers. Toyota, let's go places.
Back here after Game 5, the Cavaliers take a 3-2 lead in the series. Here is our play of the game. Really, it's the sequence of the game driven by Sarah Auto Park. It comes in overtime. Donovan Mitchell did not hit a single three until this huge one in overtime as Donovan with a big howitzer. And then that's followed by Max Strus with the steal and the bucket. It was hustle plays like this that really made the difference in the ballgame.
Yeah, those are the ones that win you the game. I mean, Strus was just incredible.
Yep.
When I talked to Donovan, he said that he talked to Strus and he was like, you're going to have a big game tonight. And I think that he projected correctly, John.
He did indeed. James Harden, again, this is why you go out and you get James Harden to come in here to settle things down. He made some huge free throws down the stretch and really had his fingerprints all over this game here tonight.
What about him missing the free throw and then getting his own rebound? What about the 3 blocks he had and none bigger than the final one he had in overtime? So as big as he was scoring the basketball, the Cavs needed every point of that tonight. I thought he also showed up in some other big ways.
No question about it. Let's go into the locker room. Let's go back to the podium to hear from some of the victorious Cavaliers.
Resiliency, grit. Took everything we had. Just possession by possession, just wearing them down, finding ways to win. Getting the ball in his hands, getting the ball in Evan's hands, making plays, and getting stops. Defensively was the huge anchor to that, was just getting stops, getting rebounds, and then finding ways to score offensively. Wasn't our best night offensively, but I think that's what speaks volumes to getting this win was we found a way. And that's our first time doing it on the road in the playoffs, and I think that's a really big something we can build off of going forward.
What about this game told you that you needed to go get 30 tonight?
The game. Just literally how they were guarding us, what was working offensively, and opportunities to be aggressive. Don struggled a little bit offensively, but that's why he has a team and guys that pick him up. Max came through, made some big shots. Dennis came in, played extremely well. So this is a team effort, And tonight was one of those nights where we found something and I was aggressive. This is new for me, so we keep talking about. I've only been here 2.5 months, So the things that we were going through is all new, So learning how to be, a second option and feed and play off Donovan, when to be aggressive, when he has it going. Last game, second half, he did some things that we haven't seen in a very, very long time, So it's and he's capable of doing that every single game. So, finding when to be aggressive, when to be a playmaker, and things like that. So, and then offensively, finding what works for us. For me to be successful, to get guys, shots and open looks. So it all comes together, and I think we're building in the right direction. And throughout that process, there's going to be some, times where we don't look as great, but I think overall we all got the right mindset of wanting to help each other be better, and I think we're finding that as of lately.
Anything I could do to stay active. When you can't be on the court, you can't walk for 3 months. It's like, well, how can I get better? And found ways to be in the weight room. I am strong. I feel like I've always been strong, though. I take pride in that. And it was preparing for moments like this. I knew that I was going to come back this season. I knew that this team was good enough to make a run. And I was just preparing myself, preparing my body, preparing my mind for these moments to be the best player that I could be to help us win.
What have you seen from behind the scenes of how James Harden prepares and how that can help him be prepared for a fourth quarter performance?
Pro is pro. He shows up every single day. He puts amount of work in. You don't become one of the best players the game has ever seen without showing up every single day. I think that's one thing that I've noticed from him is the consistency, whether that's in the weight room, whether that's in taking care of your body, whether that's in getting shots up. He's a Hall of Famer in that regard, and that's why he is who he is, because he consistently puts in the work.
And James, you mentioned that you've only been here for a few months, but obviously the Cavs had some fans travel to be a part of this road series. And have you been able to kind of take in how much they mean to this organization?
1,000,000%. 1,000,000%. It's like a real family. From just the organization and then the city. Like, everybody's connected, and you can feel that. So I'm just happy and excited to be a part of this organization and the direction that they're going. And give me the opportunity. I'm gonna try to take full advantage of it, but definitely see how well connected the organization and the city are. They're all literally one whole family, and it's beautiful.
What ultimately allowed you to pull it out in overtime?
Just sticking with it. Every single minute, every single second counts at the end of games like this, and I think we stuck with it till the very end. We could have let it go and relaxed, but everyone just came up with big plays down the stretch, and Max had big plays. I had a few big plays. James, Don, everyone were just all connected at the end of the game and locked in.
How do you characterize what Max Strus did for you guys in this game?
Every time he's on the court, he gives 110%. We need guys like that. He's just contagious energy, knocks down shots, does all the little things, comes up with rebounds, long rebounds. Everything he does out there is just with energy.
It had been over a month since you guys had gotten a win outside of Rocket Arena. How badly did you guys need that?
Yeah, it was definitely a big game. Needed that one. We got it, but job's not done. We need one more. Protect home court and keep moving forward.
Evan, you came away with a battle scar. The physicality of this series has been up there. For you to come through in the final minutes of this game, just what does that mean for you, and what does that say about this team's continued fight?
Yeah, games like this, playoffs, it gets very physical. So you got to fight through all that. It comes with the territory, especially protecting the paint. Down there, it gets a little hectic, and you don't always get called for little fouls here and there. So you got to keep playing through it, and that's what I did tonight.
You guys had optional shoot around today. 36-year-old James Harden was in attendance, working on his game, working on his body, making sure he was ready. How have you seen his work ethic impact how he's able to play in the fourth quarter this year?
Yeah, he's really locked in right now. Every single game, he's ready to go. That just speaks to his professionalism, why he's in the league for this long, why he's doing what he's doing at this age. He's one of the greats, so we need to keep doing this, keep on our recovery, everybody, and be ready for the next game.
Evan, after you hit the three with like a minute 22 left in regulation, you go to the free throw line, 45 seconds left. What are you thinking in that moment?
Make them. Make both of them. We need it. We need every point we can get. And, calm your nerves, knock them down.
The road to 16 is fueled by
True North Convenience Stores. True North Convenience Stores and New Phoenix Energy are the perfect matchup. Right now, grab 2 Phoenix Energy drinks for just $5. True North Stores and True Rewards. Fast, friendly, clean. And by Toyota, your Northern Ohio Toyota dealers. Toyota, let's go places. We're back to wrap things up here in Detroit after a Cavalier 117-113 overtime victory in Game 5. Here's our road to the finals, driven by Toyota. 2 series already in the books. The Thunder with a sweep, the Knicks with a sweep, the Cavs join the Spurs with a 3-2 lead in the second round series. 1 more to go for the Cavaliers as Serena, the next stop, fueled by True North Convenience Stores, is back home. It's Friday night, and hopefully we do not have to come back here once again.
No. We're not coming back here, John.
Don't want to.
Kenny said actually before this game, he goes, the hardest thing to do is to stop momentum. Cavs had momentum coming into this game, and they're going to have momentum going back home. The fans there are incredible. The energy's incredible, and they limited their turnovers when they were in Cleveland. So I think that they'll get back to that in the offensive end.
Turnover's a bit of a bugaboo in the first quarter, or first half, I should say. The Cavaliers settled things down in the second half and on into overtime. In terms of that ball security, we shall see how it plays out during Game 6 as the Cavs look to slam the door on the Pistons. For Serena, this is John. This was a beauty in this building here tonight.